Hi, my name is Sandra Joyce from Leaving Cert Applied National Association. I'm here today to talk to you about the vocational education task, or also called Specialisms. And there are a variety of these in different schools in the country: hotel, catering and tourism, information technology, childcare, technology itself, horticulture, craft and design. Today, the ones we do in my school are the two I have here today, so I'll talk through the different varieties of and the ways of doing those tasks. So the task itself, there are three types to it: making a product, investigation, or providing a service or staging an event. The first type of specialism takes place in session 2 of year 1. The second task takes place in year 2, session 3. So for instance, in our school, we do hotel, catering and tourism in year 1 and information technology in year 2. Again, the task criteria is like other tasks in ways. It's 10 hours of work. You must have clearly defined aims, action plan, execution of task, evaluation, safety and health, conclusion and acknowledgements. And we'll go through that in detail shortly. So the first piece I'm going to start with today are the aims. And the aims must be specific to your task. There are 10 marks for the aims. 3 of them are plenty, but they must be very specific, saying something like, I investigated 2 types of products and chose this product based on my research. Again, the teacher would need to help the student to define these aims and to be quite clear on the aims. Research and planning then must include information from 2 sources of research, books and the internet. It also includes things like costing, and costing and maths are very important in this task and will be asked at interview. It may also include lists of ingredients and how the product can be packaged. The carrying out of the task, and again it's done in I, you will be showing the skills the person has done throughout the task. So we have the aims there, and we go on then to, as I said, the carrying out of the task or the execution of the task. It's all about I. I weighed out my ingredients, or I sanded down my piece of furniture, whatever the product is going to be. And this is worth 20 marks. And you must see at least 3 to 4 skills in this section of the task. The meeting of the brief or evaluation at the end of the task is also worth 20 marks, and there are 2 parts to it: the evaluation of the product, or the investigation, or the event, and an evaluation of yourself throughout the carrying out of the task. During interview, the examiner will check about your creativity, your originality in doing this task. And this is why it really is important to try and do an individual task, or if it's part of a group, that you have very distinct jobs. The examiner will look at things like the photographs, the way that the work is carried out, and what the person's role was in that task. And again, the evaluation is particularly important, and the evidence of cross-curricular links. In other words, the task should link to IT, maths, and English. And the examiner will ask about all of those. During the interview, the student will be asked about how they carried out the task, particularly about the maths. So therefore, a mock interview is very important for the student in advance of doing this task. They also must bring their product with them to interview, or their investigation, or evidence of the event they staged. During the interview, it must be very clear what you've investigated, what skills were needed. Bringing that sample, that lovely cake or that lovely product with you really helps in interview, in describing it, and also to get your full marks. And being able to evaluate that product, to say maybe the icing wasn't good enough, or I could have done something better, or I was really happy with my product, because it's very important for the student. And they must be aware of the maths during the interview and to know how much their product cost, and to show division and subtraction and how much 1 unit would be. So in other words, during the interview, the student needs to be confident to sell themselves and their product and be very proud of their work. And as you can see there, photos are really important for helping the student to talk about their task and for evidence. If you do decide to go for a group task, make sure the student has plenty of their own work to do within that task and that they have plenty to write about. The report will be slightly different. You'll say my task, my aims, my group aims, my execution of task, group execution of task, and the group and individual evaluation. The student must be able to talk about all of their tasks on the day. If you want real success with the VOC task, the vocational education task, choose a product that really interests your students. And you can see a really big difference when the students are challenged and excited about their product. They are dying to tell the examiner all about this product. Invest time in research. So the first couple of weeks, research lots of products from the internet, from textbooks, from a variety of sources. And work on this report throughout the task, not at the very end, because they forget very quickly what they do from week to week. And have meaningful integration with maths and other subjects. In the Chief Examiner's report on this task, a product must be available for examination at interview. Maths must be evident and will be asked about at interview. The evaluation of the product itself must be very detailed, and the report must be as good as possible and as good a standard as possible with the product. There must be cross-curricular links, and health and safety must be outlined when completing a product. The research could be improved in most tasks. So a really good task, a 10 credit, would have really good aims, very good planning, very good research, a student who's really engaged and who produces a high quality product, lots of creativity, good evaluation of the task itself, a well-structured report, and very good at interview. So as I said, the mock interviews are essential. A 1 or 2 credit, and this does happen in some schools, is when a poor task is chosen or an incomplete report. This is a very good report, but a couple of pages, a person will get very few credits, little evidence of evaluation, and very poor communication skills. If you need further help with the vocational education task, please phone me on 087 22 49845, Sandra Joyce, Leaving Cert Applied National Association. I would encourage you all to join our association for support around all tasks. Our further information can also be gained on the PDST website. Thank you.